keep the name. I'm magnificent. I am a handsome king.
When I post this video, it's gonna be December, and ooh, I forgot to hit record.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. The very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special.
Not officially December yet for me, but once I post this video, it'll be December, I think. Happy holidays, everyone. To anyone who commented, oh, it's too early to be celebrating Christmas. Okay, good for you. I mean, if you don't want to celebrate Christmas yet, that's on you. If you don't want to celebrate the holidays, that's on you. I do though, so stop ruining my fun. Anyways, I finally watched the movie. I watched it last Friday, and it was... well, we'll get into it. First, let's give out some shoutouts. I told y'all to comment down "wish upon a star," and y'all did. Shout out to Ceci Arizmendi 3259, Grain Neon Neil 8492, Bear Edits Z, Zara _plays 970, and Tiffany Pierce 7688. Oh, one more. It's Prince 781. Thank you so much for your comments, for your likes, for you watching till the end of the video, just for you supporting my channel. I love you so much. Let's get on to the video. So, like I said, I finally watched Wish. First, initial thoughts. I actually really enjoyed the movie. I'm not gonna be hating on it. There's certain aspects that I think could have been different, but that's just me, a random opinion on the internet that doesn't even matter because Disney, I'm sure, is doing fine. Even if they aren't doing as good as they were before, they're fine. They're fine. Anyways, I actually thoroughly enjoyed the movie. I went with my partner and they loved it too. I don't know. I think it's all the references, and let me just point this out. Of course, this movie is about the 100-year anniversary of the company, and it really just showed that. I believe this movie was really not made for like any real purpose other than the purpose to celebrate the 100-year anniversary of Disney, because this movie was full of references and I did not expect that. And that's actually quite interesting because right off the bat I noticed the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs reference. Oh, at the beginning of the movie, the Snow White, it's the same thing as the Snow White entrance. I thought that was pretty cool. So I saw a few reviews of the movie online and they were heavily criticizing the movie, and you know what, they have valid points.
I'll let you live it for free and I don't even charge you it.
If they have that opinion, they can have that opinion. I am not here to bash on anyone's opinion. I understand where they're coming from, especially one point that I really want to talk about that I feel like people really delved into is the music. Now, there are two songs that people like and the rest they just hate. Mainly the songs, what are they called? Oh, the one I really enjoyed last video, and then the other one that is, I don't remember, but
You've been deceived. Magnifico is not the man he claims to be.
yeah, those. And the rest of the music, everybody just absolutely hates for some reason, and honestly, I don't think the music was too bad, but I can see where they're coming from, especially one YouTuber said that it was so far out of like musical theater and more into pop. I think that's just an opinion, like a specific opinion that maybe some people may have. I love musical theater and I love the musical vibe, and I actually found out that Julia Michaels is actually a pop songwriter. But Julia Michaels sounds very familiar, which makes sense. I also kind of believe that it should have been more musical theater-ish because
You'll be back, time will tell. You'll remember that I served you well.
duh. Anyways, the villain song, I talked about this last video, but the villain song is, yeah, it's not the best, but it's not the worst. I mean, the music is absolutely catchy. Like, I kind of like the vibe of it, but if the lyrics were a little bit different, it would have been better, in my opinion. The story. God, the story. Okay, so the story revolves around Asha, right? And she believes that everybody should have their wish or whatever. And if they're not gonna be granted their wish, the wish should be given back. And at first in the trailer, I was like, okay, relax, you know, maybe the villain of the story has the points, like not every wish should be granted. But I guess in the context of the movie, now that I've seen it, he's making it so that the people forget their wish and forget a major part of the people's self. So people are depressed, I guess. Asha thinks that's not okay, and he should just give the wish back. And okay, I get it. Okay, fine. You have a point, Asha. But the story is such a simple story, and I don't mind it. I really don't. I really don't mind the simplicity of the story. I actually really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the characters. I enjoyed the references. I enjoyed everything about this movie pretty much. There are a few flaws, obviously, but the major thing that I cannot get over, and I am really upset about this, it's just a movie, the villain. Oh, the villain. Oh my god, the villain. In my last video, I said that I would be so extremely, very extremely disappointed if the villain turns out to be like the actual villain, and I kind of am. I forgot to mention spoilers. There are spoilers in this video. The villain turned out to be a real villain, not a, oh, let's just make him a villain for the trailers. No, he's an actual villain. But in the beginning of the story, like pretty much half of the movie, he has some redeemable qualities, right? Like he's kind of sensitive. He kind of has a point, you know? He knows what he's talking about. Maybe he has a few flaws, narcissistic, like I said. Maybe, just maybe, he could have been redeemed as a character, right? But he let his ego take over. He opened that magical book that revealed some sort of demon that went inside him, and now he's all villainous and stuff like that. And now his queen turned on him, was on Asha's side. Hates him now, I guess, even though she's literally his wife. At the end of the movie, he gets defeated by everybody, and he gets turned into a small little thing in a small little thing. And the wife feels no type of, what's the word? Like, no type of, like, what's the word? No type of, like, she doesn't feel bad about it. She doesn't feel bad at all. That's literally your freaking husband, and you don't care that now he's in a little size. Like, you don't care that it's not actually him that turned this way. It was the demon that got into his body. Like, can't you do an exorcism thing on him and, like, free him of the demon inside him and have your husband back? Can't you do that instead of being so rude? I don't know. I personally think he wasn't that bad, and the reason he was bad was because of an outside force making him that bad, and I feel bad for the villain. I do. I feel like he could have been redeemed, but for the sake of simplicity, for the sake of references to older movies, I guess, they wanted the villain to be an actual villain, which I totally understand and I get. And you know what? If they want to do that, that's completely fine. Up to them. None of my business. I'm just a random person on the internet. Yeah, that's my only issue with it. But overall, I genuinely, thoroughly enjoyed the movie, and I don't know, I kind of want to hear your opinions about it too. Do you hate it? Do you love it? What do you think? Please let me know in the comments below. I love you so much. Goodbye. Oh, wait, no, not yet. The goat. The goat is another thing I had an issue with. Like, the goat made no sense. Like, why, what? I don't like the goat. It's fine. He was fine. It's whatever. I don't mind the goat. You know what? I don't mind the goat. But I don't like the goat. Comment down, you know what? Comment down the goat's butt. Why not?
My butt found it.
The goat's butt. Yep, comment that down. Anyways, goodbye, I love you. See you later, bye. See you tomorrow, actually.